So you want to a lot of times to stop the follow-up as a tank. You just want to absorb the pressure. Sometimes there are cases where, again, we just can shoot the tank, but most of the time pressure should be on the backline. So let's watch. It's just, are we stopping the pressure, just the most active pressure at any given point of time, and it should be alright. So at the start, just seen the group been really low. I think it's fine to shoot him. Later, their magic went after us as well. We're a little bit unexpected, feels. Yeah. It just was how we reacted. Yeah. There's also been one person to the right. Let me actually see. I think that 2 people been. Yeah. He was sneaking around this here. Do you struggle with identifying where enemy threats might be? Just anybody who can do big damage sometimes.
Yeah,
especially with flankers.
like magic, BPs, Psylocks.
Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking, then let's start with just, because we're trying to go after active angles. Let's try to shut down anybody who is the most scary person. To be able to do that, I want you to just actively scout and check for where those threats might be. So your exercise can be go in a game, just try to look at the 2 characters, or maybe even one, and try to scout, just think where those might be located. So if I'm looking at the enemy team, who will, let's just start with, will be flanking most likely, will take those, their Groot in the front line, the Doctor Strange, and who's taking off angle now is maybe this guy over here. What they do is they position away from their core, and this splits your attention. So if I'm looking at this magic, now I'm not looking at this angle. By the way, this here, they're also taking off angle, just softer angles. Softer angles is where we're just closer to the team, and deep angles is something like this, where they really the back, okay? So what you can try to do is just scout and think who is on the enemy team is gonna take deep angles. For example, we can start with that. You just start tracking 2 threats and predict their positioning. Okay, so if I'm looking at their team, who might take those off angles? Who do you think might be threatening with just how deep they go on the angle? What do you see?
Magic.
Magic is the one most of the time. Okay, what is might be another one? Yeah, I can just
Psylocke, of course.
Yeah, Psylocke most likely too. Yeah, I think those 2. Can start with that.
Yeah.
And the other characters, it might be based on the situation. Yeah, more situational. But who do you think might take angles as well sometimes on their team?
Maybe Strange.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because of just his shift. Yeah, you can just go fly up somewhere, take another position, 100%. Okay. Who else? If there's anybody.
The Invisible Woman, because she can just go invisible.
Sure, good one. What about
Cloak and Dagger as an off angle that I can think of, unless none that I can think of, because she's just normally in the back line just healing the others.
Am I taking an off angle? Imagine those guys are here, the rest of the enemy team here. Maybe they're pushing to the choke, and there's a guy on the top. Are they taking off angle in this case?
Yeah.
And see, this is something what they can do as well. Remember, their right click, whenever they're in a cloak form, they can always go up, launch themselves up, and the good cloak and daggers always do that. Yeah, something to just keep in mind. They might take those vertical off angles, but see, those are nuances. I think something you can start with is just track 2 threats and try to predict where they're gonna be based on their kit. You're just gonna be like Psylocke and Magic. They might be flanking, so I will look around and try to search for them a little bit more, so I'll pressure them more. Why it's important is because this criteria, like how would they understand if the angles are active? First of all, it's based on the enemy position. And if I know anybody is taking deep angles, that is something I want to prioritize first. Okay, that's why we're doing that. Okay, usually trying to shoot angles and put your attention on that. So right now, ultimately, when I'm walking up, it's okay to shoot Groot, but right now you should be searching for where's the Psylocke. Okay, Psylocke is dead. Where's the Magic? Magic is alive. Actually, I've seen her over here as well. Yeah, I'm placing this. So instantly, once you've done this, you need to search for Magic somewhere behind you, somewhere to the left. So your attention is not on Doctor Strange. Yeah, it's maybe just for brief moments of time, but important. Maybe this as well. You see this Invis woman? Yeah, they exactly done what you told me. But I'm thinking, if I know I gotta shoot the Psylocke more, if I know I gotta shoot the Magic, maybe the backline more, are we at the best position currently?
Yes and no. Yes, because I have cover on my right. No, because they have a lot more space compared to us. We have a really small space.
Where could you be as a position to be able to apply pressure on the backline in a more convenient way? Because right there's a high chance for you to just shoot the tanks, and it might be not the best thing for you to do. Those angles are not the most active a lot of times, in the sense of just how much damage they can do. Yeah, we'll most of the time want to go after the backline, the backline pressure. So what do you think? What is that position you could take right now?
This is really bad because they have a height advantage, so I'm not going to be able to hit any of the back line. So I need to be further up.
Well, what do you think? Just want to ask you, what do you think if you literally stay there? Why not to play over
up here?
This is what I think you gotta do more. You need to find those times of the downtime and start rotating on those positions right now. What do you think if, after you've done the pressure of Psylocke, you literally start rotating right now because there's some sort of downtime you got?
But see, I knew Psylocke hit the team up with the C, and I knew she would go back right to that middle bit. I knew it. Because she hit C and she was almost close to one shot, so she's there. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna apply pressure, try to kill her because there's no tank or anything. She's literally alone at this point. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna apply pressure, try to kill her, but she gets cover and I can't kill her.
Do you think you could kill her if you just start moving up there? It's just more consistent sideline over this area where they're gonna be.
Oh, if I went over to the right.
Yeah, maybe. Because
yeah, probably.
Maybe because this is what,
yeah, definitely.
This is what I think too. Because maybe chasing the kill, it might be okay if I know this guy is mispositioned really badly. So I understand the reasoning. I think this is good. Just something I want you to recognize as well. Maybe if there's a good point of time where you know the target's most likely they will use those better positions there, kind of space where they are holding, and you want to have good angle, just more consistent angle applying pressure towards this area. So it's just not applying pressure just a little bit and they hide, and then now I cannot pressure them anymore, but rather invest maybe 2 seconds for just being able to apply constant pressure on this area later. You just need to make sure you rotate towards those angles.
High grounds.
Where, yes, exactly. It's just softer angles closer towards your team, but usually because you also have the high ground, you're able to apply more pressure. It's just more long range pressure, you're able to control more long range space. Yeah, you can start by just with your position pretty much. Think about, I'll just say, I'm gonna write down, you need to take high ground. I think it's a good start whenever possible. I'm just need to shoot from there.
So whenever possible, I take high ground with Magneto.
Yeah, because why you do that as well, it's this idea of a lot of people, they also tend to think, if I'm playing with my team, then I protect them. In the reality, what you gotta do is to not protect your team by playing with your team, but you gotta play with your team from your valuable spots. And because you do play from valuable spots, then you start absorbing the pressure because you become really annoying. The enemy will be like, okay, let's just, this guy is up there, he's shooting our backline, let's just push him out. And because they try to do that, then your backline can take more space. Usually that's how you can treat it. So you don't have to a lot of times sit with your backline either.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What should you do with your position right now? Should we play main? Should we go anywhere else?
Right now, it's pretty open. My only option I see is just keep moving forward with my team.
Yeah.
And then move to the left where we have that little ledge on the left, and then try to apply pressure from there.
What if the enemy group starts this early pressure on the main choke? What your soft angle would be right now?
On the left side where Psylocke is right now.
You're actually able to get there too. You just gotta go up the stairs. I even think it might be good to just start with this rotation, because a lot of times we can just push those, and see, this is more important for you to shoot as well. We just need to get rid of this, and then later you can control the space over here. I think this is a really good option actually. You can maybe try this out later, and you definitely, there's no downside in that either. You just rotate, and later we can easily go point as well if we want to. But that's what I want you to recognize. Maybe if you're not able to do that, then at least your soft angle would not be here where most of your core is, but lean towards the right side. That's what I mean. This essential of just so this guy is looking at me here, so the rest of my team can push to the main. Yeah, you can apply it at any point of time. Soft long range angle, soft long range angle. Yeah, high ground option as well. It was really great, by the way. You came up with a solution right away. This is the left point. You just need to be there. The Psylocke is free on your backline. Now, what do you think your setup should be? The fight is over. Soft, long-range angle, and maybe high gun options, if possible. What do you think?
What are the options? Right now is to move the cart, because we applied a lot of pressure, we got kills, but the cart is moving really slow. So it's very easy for them
should you move the cart though? Should you be the one moving the cart?
No, because I am a tank, but I don't know, I just did it because it has to be done.
Yeah, but you see, all you guys are literally going to point right now.
Because I called it on comms.
So you call it on comms, and then whose job is to push the cart? Is it yours? If the people...
No, it's the support.
Okay, well, why is support's job?
I'd say one support stay with tank, one support stay on the payload, and then maybe like a DPS as well.
But what is based on?
It needs to be 3 on cart to move.
Yes, but the thing is, what matters more? You guys playing on cart as 3 or taking bottom up control for the next fight?
When you say it like this, it's more about taking control for the next fight.
Yes, but see why it's important. I just phrasing it this way because to win the next fight is more important compared to moving card, because if we don't have good map control, then we're not able to apply pressure, and then the card is not going to be moved eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So the only time when it actually makes sense to push the card as 3, and it's similar to the game like Overwatch, just when the point is really close to capping. So if you're really close to capping, then yes, you can do that. It's always better to try to take map control first, so which is able to apply early pressure. And the question is, what's your map control will look like then? Where could you be as Magneto then? Okay, that's my question to you.
Right now on that closed door on the right.
Closed door on the right, yeah, might be potentially. What do you think? I just want to challenge you. What do you think if we literally stay up there, up on this high ground? What if I stay here as well? What if
that would be really good, but it's very easy for them to also apply pressure on me up there because they have a door also.
Yeah, there's a door, so gotta be careful. Yeah, it's really short angle, that's why it might be uncomfortable. This is what I want you to apply. Just universal things: high ground, long range, and soft angle. So if it's a short range like this, I don't think it's too comfortable, but this one might be okay. You have the long range.
For example, option. With Magneto, you can't really play long range because obviously with the
it's not too long range. Yeah, let's just say it's medium. Yeah,
20 meters, I think.
Yeah, I'm just saying it long because we're just comparing kind of two melee characters. Let's say on Thor you gotta play short angle. On this it's longer. Let's just say medium. Okay, for the sake of you're not sniper, obviously. So
yeah,
you gotta start somewhere medium and. We have a good corner, I think, starting with here, okay, then eventually if the enemy is over here, it's even fine for me to be there. So yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, I just wanna tell you, in the sense of who usually should push the card is either one of the guys who has high mobility, because they can get in, get out in the fight real quick. Like Venom, Spider-Man, yeah, one of those. But I think Venom is one of the guys, because they're tank, they shouldn't be pushing the cart as well. It's probably Spider-Man is good in pushing the cart right now. Or any support with the long range pressure, actually, who don't want to take angles, like they kind of play softer angles. So maybe Invis, Woman is fine. Cloak and Daggers also could be alright. Actually, they could just try to push the cart, set up somewhere over here, maybe later. By the way, I'm not sure. Can you push the cart while staying on top of this? Because this works. Yeah, because if you pick, I'm pretty sure you can. For example, if the cart is over here at the corner, I could play the high gun and just push the cart meanwhile. Pretty sure.
Yeah, see, now when you say this, we're moving the cart, but they all respawn and they're gonna start applying a lot of pressure on us right now.
Yeah. Because you guys don't have map control.
Yeah.
Some of you actually do take it. This is what I think. Yeah, this is really good. You can just let this guy alone push the cart, and you also need it to be applying early pressure. Extra shot, it's farming your ultimate. Extra shots might be you increasing the chances of getting a pick. And see, you're also not setting up for where most of your team is set up now. They're all set up to fight the choke. You're really far right now. They actually did at the start.
So, that's really bad for me.
Yeah. So this is essentials. I want to tank in the space where my team is at as well. You can dictate, tell your team, okay, let's go over there a little bit more. But it just might be a little bit awkward as well when you have to make fast rotations. Sometimes you have to compromise positioning. Yeah, but the early shots would be really nice on the doorway where they're coming from.